Alright, so that's it for today's session. I had paused deadlifts I was ending it with, but I ain't even record that shit. That shit was too light, like 3 reps. But yeah, like as you can see, on squats, you know, the 551 moves easy. It is what it is. 584, I'm coming back for it. Better believe that. You know what I'm saying? I think I put the bar too low, but either way, I'm supposed to be strong enough to complete that. But you know, I'm gonna get my lick back. Definitely good to see that, especially coming from last week, man. My 551 last week was trash. So, you know, I'm happy, man. Feeling good. Bench was hard. Did like, I think it was like 4 doubles, 5 doubles or something like that. Took it real light because I'm still getting used to singing, still getting used to everything. But yeah, man, we're in good position. You know, my man Quasi in here, you know what I'm saying? My boy and shit. As you can see,
what's up, Squad?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got the nice camera. Yeah.
Fucking boy, my boy here, man. I'm gonna get you bench sets too. I bet. I know you about to bench like 4 and some change.
At least 4. Second week back, so at least 4. I got RP at 8, I think. So we're gonna try to get after it.
That dash strength coming in, man.
Whoa. Keep this though. Who belt is this? Whose belt is this? This not mine.
Oh, let me focus that jaw. Let me see that shit. Pause, man. Who belt is that, cuz?
Yo, is that Max?
Who belt is that?
That's Max right there, dude.
Max, this your belt?
Yo, he's got that premium account.
Yo, that shit. Yo.
This your belt?
He's got that premium account.
Yo, this your belt? Oh, you?
Hey, yo, cuz. Hey, yo.
Go, boss.
Easily. Alright, it's my boy Rob, man. Tell me your ad name.
Add Swole Diabetic on Instagram.
Swole Diabetic.
Swole_diabetic.
Alright, so how long you been training, bro?
Man, I picked up weights sophomore year of high school. Just kind of getting into like some bodybuilding style training. My dad taught me how to train in my basement, and picked up powerlifting about 3 years ago.
Okay. And how many times have you competed?
So I have 1 meet under my belt. Unfortunately, my second meet was canceled because COVID happened.
Okay.
So I competed December of 2019. My next meet was scheduled for, I believe, May of 2020. That's when everything shut down in, I believe, March.
Okay.
And then from that point forward, meets were always hit or miss. And then I was actually scheduled to compete in about 3 weeks, but then I was laid up in the hospital for a few days, and I had some health parameters that I had to make sure were in check before I hop back in prep. But now, we're going to be competing in May, so that'll be my second.
And that's the RPS meet?
That is an RPS.
And what's the date on that, brother?
That is, if I'm not mistaken, May 29th.
And what's the location?
That is, where's that meet? Newark? Yeah, it's in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
Up at the Holidays Inn, it used to be the Ramada.
And you 100 kg class?
Yeah, buddy, 100 kgs.
100 kg boys.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. So all right. So now I'm glad that you good in health, that you back in, you know, back under the bar, you know, making sure you good. That's good, man. Health first. But, you know, I know that you transitioned into coaching.
Yes.
You know, how is that process like?
So, actually, I'm going to shout out my girl, at Colleen, Donahue on Instagram.
She's very strong.
Yeah, very strong. So her and I actually started dating, and she took a chance on me and let me take over her training, because at the time, I was only taking care of my own training, Colin's training over there.
Okay.
So after some time, I started to do my research and stuff, but more so apply things that I've learned through my own training and her training onto hers. So that was about 3 years ago when she took that chance on me, and ever since then I've just been expanding from there. Obviously lifters have come and gone, but it was an exciting journey for me, and now I'm starting to link up with a buddy of mine who creates apparel. I want to make my own logo, I want to eventually LLC it so I can, start to charge people monthly and do automatic billing and things of that nature. Although I know it'll be taxed, I think it would be cool to have my own LLC kind of business.
Yeah, bro, you built. I feel like you built, a solid resume as far as like your lifters and like just not even that, what you've done, what you've done so far and what you're doing for the sport and stuff like that. And not only that, bro, like you got a good attitude, you care. So I feel like that's where coaching really will take off for you because you actually care about your lifters.
I try my hardest, man. It's I always kind of reference like when I was younger and didn't have a steady job. I was in college. I was always looking for a coach because I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
And everybody would charge so much money, bro. Like my first coach was 200 beans a month. Right? But I was looked up to him. It's Eric Lillybridge.
Okay.
So he charges a lot of money, but I was thinking if I'm going to learn and I'm going to embark on this powerlifting thing, I want to learn from the best and take that knowledge and run with it.
No, you're right.
But, as far as like me as a coach about my lifters, I try to have a very realistic price that pretty much everybody can afford. I use discounts and things of that nature just to make sure that like if somebody wants to work with me, I don't want the monetary or the lack of monetary gain to impede them from working with me because it's more important for me to have them as a lifter to help them and guide them through powerlifting than the extra $20 a month that I would be getting if I didn't discount their coaching.
No, you're right.
And I take a lot of pride in coaching. I love handling my lifters. But the most rewarding thing for me was always 2019 Nationals. That was Colleen's first Nationals. That was my first handling experience, actually. And I'll never forget that. Like, that was a blast, and that's when I knew, like, coaching kind of got ingrained in my personality, in my life. I really enjoyed helping others, especially in something that I felt like I couldn't even help myself in at one point, So it's cool.
Yeah, bro, I'm happy to see you flourishing, doing your thing, making sure, your lifters are good. Not only that, making sure you're good. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to seeing you compete, especially, May's coming up. It's right there.
It is, man.
It's coming up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, my boy, Swole Hold first. Where did you get the name Swole Diabetic from?
So, I'm a type 1 diabetic. I was diagnosed when I was 2 years old.
Okay.
Just kind of been chilling with type 1 for 22 years, but I always say I look at it as a blessing because how many awful diseases are out there,
Right.
And Swole, I would like to think I'm not a small person, so I just kind of ran with Swole Diabetic, and I haven't changed my Instagram handle in like 10
Bro,
years.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That's clever, man, and that's real motivating to see that, bro. Like, I'm real happy to see you here. Happy to see you making sure everybody good, making sure your team is good, and tell them your ad name one more time so everybody know.
Swole_diabetic on Instagram.
Yeah, man, my boy Rob, man. Next up in the coaching thing, man. He gonna get his credit real soon. You're gonna see his lifters really doing their thing, man. I'm happy for this guy, man. Happy to meet this dude. Can't wait to see him compete, man. Swole Diabetic, my boy Rob.